What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to take you through a full day of eating on my current cut, a slightly updated video from my last full day of eating. But first things first, I'm going to go over my daily supplements. So I take some daily supplements every morning. This thing is a lifesaver. I basically just pack it for the week. I can take it when I travel. Super simple, just so I can keep track of, okay, how do I take my daily supplement that day? But as far as what's in here, we have a few different supplements. First thing we have this immunity supplement. Oh, if it'll zoom in. Ooh, right. Maybe. This immune supplement from Transparent Labs. All this stuff will be from Transparent Labs, code Perez to save you 10% checkout. But this is basically just to help with my overall immune system, make sure I don't get sick. I got sick at the beginning of prep and it was kind of miserable and I hated being sick, not being able to train, just feeling like crap. So I started adding this and so far so good. Obviously I haven't been sick since. Then we also have a multivitamin. Once again, this is more so for general health. I can see right here, maybe. Boom. Multivitamin from Transparent Labs as well. I mean, this thing is packed full of things like vitamin A, C, D, K, B6, B12, B5, zinc. Pretty much just a general good multivitamin to kind of fill in the gaps in my diet and nutrition. Then we also have a few others. So this is not Transparent Labs. This is just a cheap version of an allergy med. This is the Kroger brand. I used to use Zyrtec, but it was super expensive. And this thing does the job. I take one a day just for my allergies. Then we also have vitamin D and krill oil. Boom, once again. There it is. Krill oil and vitamin D. But yeah, so pretty much vitamin D is just to help with when I don't have a lot of sun exposure during the winter time. I take a vitamin D supplement to help just with basically my skin and my overall mood. Vitamin D will kind of help basically replace that natural sunlight. And then we have a krill oil because I don't eat fish a ton. I try to eat salmon, like you'll see later in the video, at least 1 to 2 times a week. The krill oil or the fish oil is a great thing for me being very inland. I don't have fish a ton, so that just kind of helps me keep my omega-3s up. Without further ado, let's go ahead and head down. We need to do a quick ice bath or a cold plunge. I'm currently filming a 30-day cold plunge challenge, which will be a video coming soon. But we're only on day 5, so we gotta head outside and do that first, and then we'll get our protein shake. Alrighty, we are now on to day 5, the cold plunge every morning for 30 days. Let's get to it. All right, that's a wrap on day 5, the cold plunge. Let's go get some breakfast. All right, now that we're out of the cold plunge, and that is, I'll admit, it's a little bit of pain. I will probably give more updates on that, as I mentioned, the full 30-day challenge video, but so far so good. I will say, although it is painful, as soon as you kind of let it just accept it for about a minute, you do kind of start to feel a little better. Your body starts to form a little bit of a thermal layer around you, so as long as you don't move, it doesn't get much worse. But it's still very painful. I definitely don't want to do it, but for some reason I kind of look forward to it right now. I don't know, it's weird, but definitely have a little bit of dopamine and an energy rush post ice bath challenge, or whatever you want to call it. But now we're gonna have some protein. Once again, this is always the go-to. Transparent Labs isolate is 28 grams. Yep, 28 grams of protein per serving. So a nice quick, what's that? Well, 56 plus I think like 1 gram protein in the almond milk. Boom, right here. Nice good shake. And then we'll down this, and this is pretty much, once again, like, I'm not having banana today, that's also different, but this is just basically as soon as I get up, I wanna have some protein in my body, so I have this. The first big meal or official breakfast is gonna be about 2 hours after I do some computer work. But yeah, protein shake going down, and see you guys in the next meal. So a couple quick things. So first off, I forgot to read the macros. The macros for this are 285 calories, 6 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fat, and 58 grams of protein. Then also the goal for the day is 200 grams of protein, 250 grams of carbs, and then 50 grams of fat. That ends up being 2,250 calories, if I'm not mistaken. I think somewhere around there. Yeah, without further ado, see you guys in the next meal. Time has come for our first official meal or breakfast. In this case, we're making the classic protein French toast. So we have a little bit of low-calorie bread. This is the, hopefully you guys can see, it is the Sara Lee Delight bread. It's 45 calories a pop. Between this and Nature's Own 40-calorie slice of bread, those are pretty much the 2 go-tos for me. I can find those at any Kroger I go to. We also need a little bit of ground cinnamon and some vanilla extract. That's what we're gonna put in the egg whites to give it a little bit more flavor. And of course, we got the egg whites right here. I might need a little bit more. Personally, I like egg whites for French toast than egg beaters to eat just on their own, but we might need to combine them because I need 250 grams. And, okay, that looks like to be about 140, so we do need to open up what I think, yeah, so we got egg beaters we're gonna add in. I honestly haven't done egg beaters and egg whites together in one like bowl, but I don't think there'd be anything wrong with that, right? I mean, they're pretty much the exact same, just slightly colored differently. All right, well, it kind of looks funny in the bowl. I don't know if you guys see that. So like the egg beaters are the yellow, the egg whites more of the clear. But yeah, we're gonna mix this up anyways. We're gonna add a little bit, as I mentioned, some vanilla extract. I will just do like one small little pour. I don't know, maybe a teaspoon, maybe. And then cinnamon, just do it to your heart's desire. I probably give it like 5 good pats. There we go. Now we got our cinnamon, egg wash, boom, right there. We're gonna mix that up, then go ahead and just dunk our bread in it and put it on the stove. So we got a pan over medium heat. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of nonstick. We got 4 slices of the bread. Dunk the bread in the egg wash, put it on the stove, and we'll go ahead and drizzle, if we have a little bit of egg wash, just on top to go. And just like that, we have our 4 pieces of French toast, very high in protein, obviously using egg whites instead of whole eggs, and then minimizing the sugar content as well. We're also gonna cut a banana, so I actually moved my banana from my breakfast or my first meal with the protein shake to this meal. I personally just love some fruit on top of my French toast, so that's pretty much why I moved that. And we're also still having an orange on the side because, hey, who doesn't love an orange in the morning? But real quick, we'll go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys how I cut up my banana. So don't completely peel it. Leave a little bit of the rind or peel on. Then what we're gonna do is go ahead and kind of cut about down the middle. As you can kind of see, just kind of cut down the middle. You'll have to turn it a little bit since it is, but then just go ahead and cut all the way through, kind of to the peel. Obviously not through the peel, but to the peel. And you get these small little pieces of banana, and that's pretty much how I like to cut up my banana, because I don't want the whole thing. I want like half slices. And I found this is the easiest way to get those half slices for my French toast. And boom, there we go. As our banana cut up. And we'll also top this off with a little bit of sugar-free syrup. I'm gonna add those all on top. Make it look nice and pretty. Got Maisie now over here. You guys can see her looking for some food. All right, and then we'll also use sugar-free syrup. This is just log cabin. Any sort of sugar-free syrup though works. I'm gonna use 3 servings, and yes, I do have it on a scale right here. On the scale, so we can measure it out and get more exact measurements. So let's zero that out. Go ahead and pull this off. I've been doing this for about a week now, so I kind of know, but yeah. All right, perfect. 3 servings. And real quick, I'll read out the macros. So for the entire meal, including the orange, banana, sugar-free syrup, egg whites, bread, all that kind of stuff, it comes out to 542 calories, 102 grams of carbs, only 3 grams of fat, and 34 grams of protein. So it's just very, very carb heavy. And typically this is my pre-workout meal. That's why I have so much carbs in this. But today, once again, it's an off day. I actually have work, so it kind of lines up well where when I normally go to the gym, I'm actually gonna go to work. But this is typically my pre-workout meal, so it has a lot of carbs for fuel for the gym, but also very low fat, so I can save fat for later in the day. But yeah, I absolutely love this meal right now. I'm gonna go ahead and dig in, and I'll see you guys at the next meal. All right, just got back from work, and now we're gonna have a turkey burger. These are Trader Joe's turkey burgers, and they are absolutely amazing. The macros on this one burger is 180 calories, 10 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of protein. It's a little bit higher on the fat side, but I think that's probably why it tastes so dang good. Some days I'll even have 2 of these, but today we're just gonna have 1. We're gonna have 1 of those, put it on some low-calorie bread with a slice of pepper jack cheese, a little ketchup, mustard, relish, and then some sort of fruit on the side. We'll see what we have in the fridge, either blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, some sort of fruit on the side. That's gonna be our lunch, and I do need to run to the grocery store at some point, pick up dinner. I'm gonna get some salmon, but it looks like it's gonna storm, which means 2 things. 1, all of our steps are gonna have to be done downstairs in the basement, when normally I'd love to go outside, take Maisie on a WALK. Unfortunately, we can't. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to head down to the basement and go ahead and do that mostly on the treadmill. And I'm currently only about 3,600 steps in, so it's gonna be a long walk on the treadmill. So I'm gonna do a little bit of habit pairing today, where I pair something I have to do with something I want to do. So I have to get my steps in. Obviously 10,000 steps just for general health. Obviously it creates a deficit. I'm trying to lose weight for a bodybuilding show. And I'll probably either maybe watch some Netflix, YouTube, scroll through TikTok, social media, and then as I do that, I'll be on the treadmill, get my steps in. So you're gonna pair something I have to do with something I want to do. First things first, let's go ahead and get these turkey burgers down. It takes about, I would say, maybe 5 minutes aside, flip, add the cheese, very, very basic. I'll show you guys the final meal and we'll go for macros. And boom, just like that, we have our turkey burger done. We've also got our 2 low-calorie slices of bread, as well as a serving of this 50% reduced sugar ketchup, a little bit of mustard, and a little bit of relish. I do count the ketchup, the mustard, and relish. I don't really track because I use such little relish, and then mustard is 0 calories. But this is the trio I go with. Boom, right there. I mean, I'll throw that pretty much on a lot of different stuff. I'll throw it on beef and rice. I'll throw it on burgers like this, chicken smash burgers, whatever it is. We also have some blueberries. I started to eat the blueberries and raspberries, but 100 grams of blueberries and 50 grams of raspberries. But real quick, I'll go over the macros for this. We are on to meal number 3. It comes out to be 431 calories, 39 grams of carbs, 18 grams of fat, and 30 grams of protein. As I mentioned, this is typically my post-workout meal. In this case, it's a post-work meal. And then, yeah, it's currently storming outside. We still need to go to the grocery store at some point, pick up a few more stuff for dinner and so on and so forth. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dig in. This is probably honestly my favorite meal of the day. Turkey burger is fantastic, tastes absolutely delicious. Love all the toppings and then a little bit of fruit on the side. Doesn't get much better than that. All right, we got our dinner right here. It is 7 ounces of salmon with a little bit of seasoning on top. We use chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder. Use whatever seasonings you want. We have a little bit of cauliflower. Basically, all I did was throw this all in the air fryer. The salmon took about 12 minutes at 400 degrees. The cauliflower, I think I took out like 6 or 7. Don't leave the cauliflower or broccoli, whatever you want in there, as long as the salmon takes a little bit more time. But this meal comes out to be, let's see here, we're on to, So, oh, I actually forgot some rice. So I'm actually gonna add a cup of rice on the side. Honestly, I was kind of confused. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something. So I'm gonna throw one of these in the microwave. This takes a minute, but I'll read out the macros for this entire thing. It comes out to be 673 calories, 50 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fat, and 47 grams of protein. So let me throw this in there real quick. This is all still warm. It'll stay warm for another minute, but yeah, I'm gonna have this. Then we need to hop on the treadmill because we are currently at, let's see, 8,500 steps. So we're gonna head down there. I've got some YouTube videos as well as some Netflix One Piece queued up. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the last meal of the day. All right, I realize I kind of look gross. Just got out of the sauna. Kind of out of breath, low-key. Honestly, I'm really enjoying the cold plunge in the morning and the sauna in the evening. I'm definitely gonna do a full video breakdown of everything as I go through the process, but so far, so good. Especially on a rest day, knocked out my 13,000 steps. I don't have my phone on me, but yeah, right around I think 12,800. I'm supposed to get 12 to 13,000. But we're gonna polish off the last little bit of the day with some chocolate rice cakes. We have 2 of those. And honestly, I have not had these until about like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I tried them for the first time. They're good, but it's almost like a tease. Like there's not enough chocolate. It just feels like a tease. Like, hey, here's like a little bit of chocolate, but just not enough, and you want more, that kind of thing. So I'm finishing these off. If we buy them again, maybe, maybe not. Also, we're having these Oikos 000. Hopefully those zoom in. So I'm normally a Dannon Light and Fit guy through and through, but I think I kind of got tired of that, just like maybe the consistency of the flavors. But I've been really liking the mixed berry and strawberry with these Oikos, so that's what I'm gonna go with today. 2 of those to polish our protein off. These are 15 grams each, so 30 grams total. And the macros for this final meal is exactly 300 calories, 44 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and 32 grams of protein, bringing our day total to, let's see, 2,231 calories, 241 grams of carbs, 56 grams of fat, and 200 grams of protein. So overall, pretty much spot on with the protein. The carbs were a little bit lower, fat was a little bit higher, but I do have a range I can fall into. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna end the video here. Have these 2 rice cakes and then 2 Greek yogurts. And I'll wrap up the day. If you guys have any questions about prep, my footage of eating, anything, leave them down in the comments below. Without further ado on things here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys next time. Peace.